Very good afternoon. Firstly, congratulations. So, Major has rave reviews across the world, and not only from critics, audiences, but all of our media friends also who are here today. So, thank you so much. Also, I'd like to tell you that the pre screening program has been a huge success. 10 cities और सब सिटीज़ में मैं जानती हूँ कि आप एक्सपीरियंस सारे ऑडियंसेस का जानने के लिए गए थे एंड द एक्सपीरियंस वाज एब्सोल्युटली अमेजिंग सो बिफोर वी डू एनीथिंग एल्स let me ask Adivi directly. How is the feeling? It's been a huge success. We are right now celebrating it. The love that Major has received from across the world and India particularly.
I I have so much to say, so I would request that Sai talk first.
Because I don't say a
क्योंकि
lot.
मेरे बोलने के बाद शायद कोई कुछ और बोल नहीं पाएगा.
Well, so, Sai, you did go to the pre-screening that
Yes,
happened across the cities, and this is the first time in India that something like this has ever happened. That even before the movie released in theaters, it was shown to audiences in various cities. We had 10 cities, and you went there. How was your experience?
Sorry sir. वैसे हमारे कॉस्ट्यूम्स ठीक है ना? नहीं, सच्ची दिल से पूछ रहा हूँ.
ठीक है, close enough. Okay.
वो मुझे मुंबई वाला ग्लैम वाला कॉस्ट्यूम आता नहीं मुझे. तो
I tried to match up pretty.
हाँ.
I
You're
copied yours.
simpler now.
I think the response was overwhelming. It was so nice to see everyone, you know, give back the love that everyone put into making this movie. And I think that was what was expected actually from Major Sandeep's life and his story. If people didn't love it, um, they're not watching it right, maybe. So I think it was really great to see all the response and all the love that the movie has gotten. And I guess I'd like to just say that we're very grateful.
Thank you.
Speech time.
Um, you know, I don't come from a film background. I'd come from the US. Uh, I remember being 15 years old, coming to Mumbai. मैंने कहा यार शायद मुंबई में ट्राई कर लेते एक बार, हीरो बनना है. तो वो एक फोटोग्राफर ने किसी न्यूज़पेपर में ऐड डाला, and he said 10,000 rupees I will get you auditions. तो हमने 10,000 दे दी. पता नहीं था कि बहुत ही बेकार किस्म के ऑडिशंस होंगे. But there was this other person from Stardust who took a liking to me, and he sent me on a couple of auditions. So the first audition I did this Hindi scene of Shah Rukh sir's from Pardes, and I remember the lady there. She said, "Sir, आप कहाँ गए?" मैंने कहा, "I've just come from San Francisco." तो उन्होंने कहा, "हाँ, तभी आपकी हिंदी में ना वो एक अमेरिकन एक्सेंट है, आप देख लो थोड़ा, दैनिक जागरण जैसे पत्रिका पढ़ लो और प्रैक्टिस करो." मैंने कहा ठीक है. So next day I went to another audition, and the way I was speaking in English, the person said, "Sir, where are you from?" इस बार मैंने कहा यार अब तो अमेरिका नहीं बोल सकते, हैदराबाद से हूँ. हाँ तभी आपकी एक्सेंट ना साउथ की है. तो वो एक ही दिन में मेरा एक्सेंट अमेरिका का भी था और साउथ का भी था. Then I ended up going back, finishing up my studies, saving a bunch of money, maxing out my credit card, and I made a small film. And I made it in Telugu because of this experience in Mumbai. And I ended up going to Hyderabad with it. Now, I was so clueless कि मुझे ये भी नहीं पता था कि इंडिया में अगर घर रेंट करना हो आप ऑनलाइन यूएस से फ़ोन करके नहीं कर सकते. तो मैं मैजिक ब्रिक्स पे गया, एक घर बुक किया, अपार्टमेंट फॉर रेंट. एंड the day before I took off, I called. I said, "Is everything ready in the apartment?" They said, "Yes." When I landed in Hyderabad, I didn't know how to take a taxi. I didn't know how to cross the road. फिर मैं वो गया उस घर तक. There was no doors, there was no windows. So I asked the landlord, यार ये घर का अभी अभी बन रहा है, there's only walls. उन्होंने कहा no problem sir, सुबह तक दरवाजा लग जाएगा, don't worry. एक काम करो, आप जो सूटकेस है ना, मैं आपको चेन देता हूँ, put it around your hand and sleep with it so that nobody steals your suitcase in the night. So that was my first night in India. I was as clueless as they come. And for me to be an outsider with no guidance, no support, no friends, to sitting in front of you today uh, as somebody who's made a film that's been released from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, it's the honor of my life. Thank you very much. Major Major is sort of my dream project. I've said it in many interviews, so many friends here who've been doing numerous interviews of me. The film's a massive success. I don't know where my Sony boys are. Where are my Sony friends? Apparently, they're not authorized apparently to speak next to me on the stage. कुछ corporate का policy है. वो कभी मुझे समझ में नहीं आएगा. But my friend Mehul, my brother Mehul is sitting here. He's sat innumerable nights promoting this film. And I want to say that they called me happily today, telling me कि यार दिल भी खुश है और जेब भी बहुत खुश है. And the reason for it is because my South Indian base, it has ensured that this film is 4 times bigger than any film I've ever done within 5 days of its release. And I'm so thankful for that. It's just at $1 million in the US. It's done phenomenally well everywhere. So many of you all gave us sterling reviews. On the release day, मुझे ये खबर आया कि यार the Hindi version has opened very softly, new face है, लोग जानते नहीं हैं आपको. मैंने कहा पर हाँ मेरे 2 डबिंग फिल्म्स आ चुके हैं, एक का 150 मिलियन व्यूज हैं. उन्होंने कहा हाँ फिर भी लोग हिंदी इज अ वेरी डिफरेंट मार्केट. मैंने कहा सही है सही है. So the South Indian collections just kept on growing, kept on doing well. And Hindi the weekend slowly it's growing and people are like हाँ ठीक है यार, one weekend में खत्म, this is it. Hindi market ऐसे ही होता है. It's very tough business. लोग मुझे console कर रहे थे. एक तरफ से इट वाज अ वेरी मिक्स्ड फीलिंग कि मेरे जो तेलुगु दोस्त हैं, मेरे जो साउथ इंडियन दोस्त हैं, केरला से फ़ोन कर रहे हैं, आंध्रा से फ़ोन कर रहे हैं, हैदराबाद से फ़ोन कर रहे हैं, बोल रहे हैं यार कंग्रेचुलेशन, इट्स द बिगेस्ट ब्लॉकबस्टर एवर, क्या बात है, इट्स अ माइंड ब्लोइंग, ये यहाँ बोल रहे हैं. और यहाँ से डोंट वरी सेश, यू विल कीप ऑन फाइटिंग, मुझे यहाँ पे इंकरेजिंग कॉज इंक्लूडिंग फ्रॉम मेहुल. तो मैं सोचने लगा यार what is the original reason behind making this film? Do I want to get caught up in the numbers game? Do I want to get caught up in the numbers race? And I realized that the original reason for making this film was because I, as a fan of Major Sandeep Unnikrishnan, I wanted his legacy to be seen from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. As of today, it will be a little under 3 million people who have seen this film across India. 3 million. ये for any new guy, it's a phenomenal achievement. लेकिन मैं एक बात बोलूं, for me, Major Sandeep's life should have touched 1.4 billion people. So I look at, अरे यार चुप रहो ना वहाँ, उनको बोलो ना वहाँ पे. So I look at this as the beginning. I'll tell you why I look at this as the beginning. Because for me, Major is not a film, it's an emotion. I was never intent on just saying, chalo yaar. See, I'm one of the hidden producers on this film. My name is not there as producer on the poster, but I'm one of the hidden producers on this film. And let me tell you, my wallet is very happy at this moment because of my collections, especially in South India. But my intention was uncle and auntie. I call her Amma now. तो मैं सोचने लगा, what has happened with them? Where is my validation from them? That is my report card. 2 days before the release, on June 1st, in Bangalore, we did the premiere. Amma called me and she said, 23 years ago, I wore this sari for Major Sandeep's graduation. Today, I'm tying this sari for you. And she showed me the watch he gave her. And she came to watch the film. And I kid you not, the moment I saw her, I hugged her for 4 minutes. ऐसे ही बस पूरा कर्नाटका का मीडिया खड़ा है, सब फोटो ले रहे हैं, ठाप 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 ठाप. मुझे पता भी नहीं चल रहा था कि मीडिया का फोटोज आ रहे हैं ये वो, बट मैं बस उनको हक करता गया एंड देन आई वाज होल्डिंग देयर हैंड वाचिंग दिस फिल्म. जस्ट थिंक अबाउट हाउ सररियल इट मस्ट बी. वो देख रहे हैं मेजर संदीप को, पर वो मेजर संदीप नहीं है, वो सेश है. And he's this kid holding her hand, sitting beside her, while she's looking at the film inspired by the life of her son who's no longer there. What a surreal feeling. After the film, they gave me a kiss. I held Uncle's hands and sat on the floor. And in that moment, I knew we won. That was my report card. The reason I called this press conference today was, and genuinely I did, because Mehul ko I was like bugging him, Parag ji ko I was bugging him, Purvi ko I was bugging her. See, I want this press conference, and it's because I wanted to say, for me, this journey has only started. As of this morning, this film has been holding amazingly well in the Hindi version on weekdays. We're going to be adding some shows and showtimes in Delhi. More and more people are discovering it. It's getting even bigger in the South. But this moment, it's not about my career, it's about Major Sandeep. These days, he's being taught in ICSE textbooks under the chapter Unsung Heroes. मैं कहना चाह रहा हूँ कि I will sing this hero. He'll no longer remain unsung. मैं कहना चाह रहा हूँ कि Major is not a film, it's an emotion. So, I wanted to announce the Major promise. After I'm done with the promotion of this film, we are going to start a fund in the name of Major Sandeep Unnikrishnan for CDS and NDA aspirants across the country. काफ़ी लोग छोटे शहर में गांव में ना उनको पता नहीं है कि कैसे अप्लाई करते हैं. उनको पता नहीं है. They don't have money for the textbooks. They don't have guidance for the training institutes. हम वो guidance, वो training और कभी कभार वो funding देना चाहते हैं. So we're going to start with me. I'm going to start doing it. Then I'm going to get some more friends to add to it. I'm going to get some more actors to add to it. I'm going to do everything I goddamn can to ensure कि मेजर संदीप की legacy unsung heroes में नहीं sung heroes में होना चाहिए. So, Mahesh Manjrekar sir loved the film, and he's obviously a very influential man in Maharashtra. So through Sai's family's good graces, we got a meeting with the CM sir, the Honorable Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray ji, and we'll be presenting this to him to flag it off from here. When are we meeting him, sir? We're meeting him on the 11th. And the slogan of this film was launched by the Honorable Defense Minister of our country, Rajnath Singh ji. I myself have ensured that the film is being screened for the Telangana Chief Minister, KCR sir, the Honorable Chief Minister of Telangana, and his family. We will be taking this movement everywhere. I'm going to start publicly writing them. I'm going to start privately reaching out to them. We're going to be taking this movement everywhere. And this movement can't just be only as the fund. We created this film because we wanted to inspire kids. Yesterday, I saw a video of this 9-year-old girl speaking Oriya. Bhubaneswar mein, she had seen the Hindi version of the film and she's saying, Dad, I want to join the army because she saw Major Sandeep's story. मैंने कहा यार, if we can keep showing this film, and it's immaterial to me whether or not we're showing it for free or for tickets. Sachi Baragji, it's immaterial to me. Um, my assistant, where is he? Prasad Edi? Ah, where's my bag? In that bag is a hard drive that you can connect at a theater. Oh, stay there, stay there. That you can connect to a theater, and you can project the film on a screen like this. So what I'm trying to say is, this fund, along with the fact that we've made this film with the sole purpose of increasing and relishing and reminiscing upon the legacy of Major Sandeep, I'm going to go ahead and show it anywhere. There's a small village in Rajkot where they only have a drive-in theater where chota sa parde pe they've put a projection. I'll be there with the hard drive to show it. I don't care. I have enough movies that I've made for money. I have enough hits that I've done for money. This is something else. So this movement's only begun. We're going to run rampant with it. I don't know if we're being presumptuous. We want to call it something like the Jai Hind something, the Jai Hind tour of sorts. So in the next few days, you're going to see us. I'm going to Delhi tomorrow. In the next few days, you'll see us going everywhere, showing this film to apartment associations, to scenic cantonments across the country, because the goal is Major Sandeep's legacy. So this is my long-winded answer to your question. How does it feel to do the preview screening? Because the goal was to never charge. For you to know that our intentions are honest, yaar, before the release of the film, I worked hard for 5 days to cut the ticket prices in Telangana and AP because that's where my power is. To cut the prices in Telangana and AP by half for people to watch this film. The kind of footfalls we have gotten, we'll get double the collection if we just left the prices. But we cut it in half because we want everybody to see it. The goal is for everyone to see it. And let me tell you, I know everyone's seeing it because Major Sandeep's mother has seen it 7 times till now. You know, I don't know. Jo, my personal PR, Purna, she tells me you should stand in the airport. वो paparazzi photos लेना पड़ता है, popular रहना चाहिए. वो सब मुझे आता नहीं है. इसलिए मैंने आज उसको बताया भी नहीं कि मैं कौन से फ्लाइट से लैंड कर रहा हूँ. मुझे एयरपोर्ट वाला फ़ोटो लेने नहीं आता यार. मुझे दिल से बात करना आता है एंड मुझे दिल से फिल्म बनाना आता है. थैंक यू.
Thank you so much. I have to say that from the launch of the trailer, which was done on 26/11 at the Taj, where Major Sandeep Unnikrishnan's parents were there, और अमार अंकल जो इमोशन के साथ और जिस तरह से वहाँ थे हमारे साथ, और जैसे बता रहे कि she's already seen the movie 7 times, and the second thing I wanted to ask is that, you know, what was her reaction? So thank you for sharing that as well. And Adivi, all we have to say is the emotion that you feel, audiences, media, critics, every single person who knows about Major feels the emotion.
You know, last time when we were here, where's the host यार? That cool anchor, where is he? अरे वो था इधर ही कई बार. Nitin चला गया यार. He asked me a question and I very in jest, in very sort of in a very comedic way, I was asked about big fish and I said we're the goldfish. तो ये थोड़ा controversial हो गया. लोगों को लगा कि मैं बहुत बड़े लोगों का अपमान कर रहा हूँ. ऐसा कुछ नहीं था. But the funniest comment I got back as feedback was my cousin who messaged me saying goldfish is a freshwater fish. भाई वो समुद्र में होता नहीं है. तो मैं ये कहना चाहूँगा, not only did this goldfish survive in the ocean, अब चमक रहा है.
Thank you so much. With that, members of the media, we are now opening the floor for questions.
Hi Adivi, Princey here.
Namaste.
Thanks for giving this film. I loved it. And since you're talking of anecdotes, I would like to add one. As soon as the screening was over, the whole media present there was choked. You know, after two minutes tak shanti thi, uske baad kuch आवाज आई थी. So that was the impact that your film had. But I have something from the emotional side. I'd like to take it to the technical side. This beautiful emotion has transcended so well because there's strong technique behind it. I read somewhere that to 2700 VFX shots in the film. Could you shed a little light on the production? Because I was extremely enamored by the production aesthetics in the second half of the film. When it's shot in, where is it shot? How was it all done? Something on that.
I should tell you that out of the 2700 shots, out of them reducing my shoulders for the
Okay.
teenage years, because I can lose weight, I can change my face, I can change my hairstyle, but I can't reduce the size of my
Right,
shoulders.
right.
So we had to lessen those shoulders for the for the teenage years. So that is an
Okay.
honest confession.
Okay.
But all kudos to our technical team, a brilliant combination of director Sishkiran Tikka, who gave me my previous blockbuster Godachari, unfortunately titled as Intelligent Khiladi in Hindi.
Khiladis are very successful in India.
नहीं नहीं खिलाड़ी कुमार तो सबसे सक्सेसफुल है बट आई जस्ट फेल्ट इट कुड हैव बीन कॉल्ड समथिंग बेटर माय फिल्म and starting with him, because I can write all I want about the hero sitting emotionally on a chair, but he has to make you feel that emotion, he has to make you cry, he has to make you feel those 2 minutes of silence. Our cinematographer Vamsi, saw him as a kid working as a photographer in Novotel in Vizag. Our music director Sri Charan, who literally used to sing on the beach with a guitar, and our production designer Avinash, who built these massive sets, built a massive gateway of India, massive Taj, and then demolished them.
Oh, wow. Where were these sets built?
Oh, Hyderabad,
Okay.
where all or most of India sets
Yeah.
are built.
Yeah. Okay.
And last but not least, the incredible VFX team at Annapurna Studios
Okay.
in Hyderabad.
Okay.
A shout out to Annapurna Studios. I just want to say a little mention. They see, we come from a very conservative culture, ना मतलब
हाँ.
हमारे मुहूर्त पे धोती पहन के आते हैं, सूट नहीं. तो they are the only functioning profitable studio in all of South Asia.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So
All right.
just a big shout out to them. They worked on those 2546 to be precise, not
Okay.
27 shots. And they dealt with the nightmare that I can be when I call at 3 in the morning and say, why is one shoulder smaller than the other?
All right.
So I hope that gives you some clarity.
Thank you.
Ji, sir.
Hi, this is Mayuria from Beyond Bollywood. Am I
Namaste, sir.
audible? I wouldn't say congratulate, but from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to thank Sai and Adbi, for this wonderful tribute you've given to Major Sandeep Unnikrishnan. And my question is not just so much as a journalist, but as a writer myself. Much before a film, a writer thinks, okay, I want to make a film on this hero. Like if I was the writer, the first task for me would be, how do I initiate a conversation with the parents of Sandeep Unnikrishnan and his wife? So can you please tell us, like I didn't have the opportunity to ask this question to you before. So I just wanted to ask you, what was your first conversation with the parents and how did you, just on that?
Well, the first time I called uncle, he hung up on me.
Okay.
दूसरी बार फ़ोन किया तो दूसरी बार भी कट कर दिया उन्होंने कॉल. तीसरी बार हमने एक लड़की से फ़ोन करवाया तो वो एक्सप्लेन करने नहीं बेटा करके मैंने फ़ोन छीन लिया. मैंने कहा अंकल एक बार आपसे मिलना है. I want to come to Bangalore from Hyderabad. We met them. After 7 times, as you know by now, I've said it many times, uncle only trusted us 10%. The validation, I think, comes from the fact that uncle messaged me yesterday morning saying, "Beta, हम बहुत खुश हैं. Are you happy?"
Okay. Wow.
तो मैं जिनसे परमिशन मांग रहा था, वो मुझसे पूछ रहे कि क्या मैं खुश हूँ.
Oh wow.
रही बात regarding Sandeep sir's wife, it's a private matter because she has another family, and it was very important that we not disturb that privacy. And it was Amma's wish, Auntie's wish, that we collect facts but leave out certain things for privacy reasons. So perhaps the greatest storytelling liberties we took
Okay.
were in that area.
Okay. But like the first conversation, after like the initial rejections, and then what made them like have faith in you that you are the right person, with the right heart to tell his story?
Uncle told me that बॉलीवुड वालों ने कई फ़ोन किया है, कई हीरोज़ ने फ़ोन किया है और कई मैनेजर्स ने फ़ोन किया है, और अंकल को ऐसा लगा कि वो जिस तरह से फ़ोन कर रहे थे, अंकल फेल्ट लाइक वी आर डूइंग यू एन एहसान
Correct.
by making your son's film.
Hmm.
So uncle didn't like that.
Correct. Yeah, I think that's the tricky
और
part.
संदीप सर केरला के हैं, तो बहुत सारे मलयालम सुपरस्टार्स हैव आल्सो कॉल्ड, और अम्मा को ये लगा कि उनमें से कोई भी संदीप सर जैसा नहीं लगता है. I had the good fortune of looking somewhat like him and also having sincerity,
Yeah, I think that's
and that is
true.
why they accepted
Yeah, I
it.
think that is seen on the screen. And once again, thank you so much,
Thank
Advi.
you so much, sir.
अ, आपकी फ़िल्म ने सभी को, हम सभी को इमोशनल तो किया ही, मतलब इवन यहाँ बैठ के भी आपने भी इमोशनल कर दिया कि तालियाँ दिल में बज रही थी, कई बार बजाने का मन नहीं हो रहा था। ये जो आपका पूरी फ़िल्म ही वैसे डिफ़िकल्ट थी करने के लिए, लेकिन वो जो स्कूल वाले सीन्स थे, वो कितने डिफ़िकल्ट रहे करने में?
यार बहुत डिफिकल्ट थे. वो इसलिए क्योंकि जो सबसे आसान वाला कॉफी शॉप वाला सीन था, we had only 2 hours scheduled for it, where I'm supposed to come and show the money and we're supposed to go shopping. That ended up being an 8-hour thing. We were just not able to figure out how to get that timing right. So it was very, very tough. But I also had the most fun doing it because उस उम्र में I spent my time dreaming about being a hero in films like Company, films like Sarkar and stuff. तो जो दोस्ती निभानी थी, जो थोड़े बहुत एन्जॉयमेंट्स करते ना दोस्त अपने साथ, यू कट क्लास, गो टू मूवीज़, गो, सब मिलके गोवा जाते हैं. एटलीस्ट मैं यूएस में था तो सब मिलके हवाई जाते हैं, व्हाटएवर. आई डिडंट डू इट. आई वाज ऑब्सेस्ड विद एक्टिंग इन फिल्म्स. मुझे ऐसा लग रहा था मैं अगले साल तक हीरो बन रहा हूँ क्या. आई कांट वेस्ट माई टाइम ऑन ऑल दिस. सो आई वेस्टेड माई चाइल्डहुड ऑन दैट. So it was a great opportunity to relive it.
Hi sir, here. This is Nikita from India Forums.
Namaste.
सर हमने मूवी देखी और सबको बहुत ही पसंद आई है. दिस इज़ द आंसर टू दैट. देर आर मैनी इंस्टेंसेस इन द मूवी सर विच गिव्स यू गूज बम्स. उसमें से एक है द डायलॉग विच वॉज इन द ट्रेलर एज वेल. डू नॉट कम अप, आई विल हैंडल देम. For you, what was that part in the movie which was gut wrenching for you while you were shooting it?
Actually, that scene, when we were doing it, you have to understand, I'm not feeling as an actor, nor as Sandeep sir's character. मैं वो feel नहीं कर रहा हूँ. मैं तो ये feel कर रहा हूँ कि I'm a lion and I have to defend my country. So it's a very different mind space. लेकिन क्या हुआ था? There was a miscommunication with Ramoji Film City, due to which we were, and I got sick in between, due to which we ran overboard in terms of how long we had the set for 2-3 days longer. And they'd already extended by a lot by then because COVID का बीच में वो सब. And what ended up happening is for Ajay sir's Runway 34, that set was supposed to be built immediately the next day, and they could hold it no longer. तो क्या हुआ था, मैं इधर डोंट कम अप आई हैंडल देम वाला एक्टिंग कर रहा हूँ, उधर हथौड़े से वो फोड़ रहे हैं सेट को. एंड दैट वाज मेकिंग मी क्राई. इट वाज गिविंग मी रेज. अब किसी की गलती नहीं है इसमें, इट्स जस्ट बैड लक. बट that rage was coming through कि मैं संदीप सर की स्टोरी बोलने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ, मैं बताने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ, why the hell does nobody understand. तो मैं एक तरफ से I can't let the director, because he's a softie and he had just lost his dad. तो मैं उनके पास ये उनको like एकदम I'm giving him encouragement. टीम किसी को पता नहीं है. Suddenly everyone starts hearing धाड़ 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 हथौड़े जैसे फोड़ रहे हैं बाहर से. And I think that was a really tough moment. So whatever good acting you see was something I was really feeling.
Hi guys. I'm like sorry, I'm just overwhelmed. What an amazing picture! What an amazing movie. My question is to Sai. How at this young age you pulled off this role so beautifully? How difficult it was for you?
Um, I think I didn't think of it as a role that I have to pull off. I thought of it as something that I have to do, and it was my responsibility to do. And I think that's what kind of helped me and like drove me to do it. And I think the school portions were fairly easy because that's,
She's 20, so she just had to go back
yeah,
1 year.
I just have to go back 1 year. Thank you very much for that. And I think in the later portions, there was a lot of support from Sesh and Sashi sir. I remember there were portions where, there's a phone call sequence where Sesh didn't even have to be there on set, but he would come and give me lines just so that I could do better, and that was really, really great of him to do. So I think that support also really, really helped me.
Namaste, sir. Sir, honestly, I think Karthik sir's film is a huge hit. It's like a blockbuster film. Telugu mein, we are a huge blockbuster. But in Hindi, a lot of trade people wrote us off day one. And today, they are only happily putting out the new skits, holding, steady, rising. So, if anything, um, we are celebrating resilience. And Karthik sir is celebrating. He's just celebrating. Like it's a success. It's a beautiful moment, and we are celebrating resilience. And I think we get that fighting spirit from, and I can speak for all of us when we say from Major Sandeep. Like that is our blessing, because no matter what, we're not going to give up. Absolutely. मतलब यार जिस तरह से लोग respond कर रहे हैं. I mean, you should see my messages that I get when I wake up. There'll be like 60, 70 messages every morning, and I'm not talking about SMSs and WhatsApps. I'm talking about just random, like I've never heard of them, and they'll be sending me videos like children telling me how they want to join the army, women telling me how they want to join. Every morning I'm getting these. So this is not a post promotion success strategy. This is the beginning of what we're about to do with Major Sandeep's legacy.
Promotion wise, yeah, the most memorable moment. Yeah. My dad's reaction is actually very unusual because every time we show dad a movie, it could be the best movie ever. We'll know it's the best movie ever if he says, good. And he walks out. Um, so I think for him to react so nicely after watching Major was something very unexpected, but I welcomed it with open arms. I was very happy. He came out and he said, it's a very good film, it's going to do well. And also said that even if you weren't in it, I would have still loved it. So I think that was a very big compliment. And he called Sesh after.
Yeah.
I was talking to him and he took the phone from me and said, let me talk. And he had a
He became my
conversation.
second favorite Mahesh sir in all of India.
So I think that was really, really great.
हाय एक सवाल आपसे पूछना था यहाँ पर. हाय आप ही की फिल्म के साथ में और एक फिल्म रिलीज हुई थी
अच्छा.
और उसको टैक्स फ्री मतलब करार दे चुके हैं, तो आप कुछ सोच रहे उस दिशा में कि आपकी फिल्म को भी टैक्स फ्री का
जी हाँ, मैंने कल
मतलब
पब्लिकली सोनी को ट्वीट किया था कि यार टैक्स फ्री स्टेटस के लिए अप्लाई करते हैं, तो मैं ज़रूर अप्लाई करना चाहता हूँ. मेहुल करते हैं.
Mr. Shesh, hello.
हाँ, आई थिंक सो.
Mr. Shesh, hi.
Namaste.
Congratulations on the success of the film. How does success seem to you now as an actor? Because you said you're from a non-film background. And my second question is, would you like to touch upon, other unsung heroes in life? Would you try to do a film?
I think so. Well, I mean, I'm not taking away from the success of this film, but it's my fifth film in a row that's worked, so I'm happy, truly happy. So I'm used to the success part of it. I think what I'm not used to is the kind of respect. कल तक जो लोग मुझे तुम कह रहे थे, वो आज मुझे आप बोल रहे हैं. So, so that's respect is something I'm really getting used to, and I'm really starting to get used to, and. I think this is truly the most meaningful film we've ever done. As far as unsung heroes, मैं बस ये कहना चाहूँगा कि आई थिंक इट वुड आई वुड बी टेकन लेस सीरियसली कि मैं हर साल एक अनसंग हीरो के बारे में पिक्चर बना रहा हूँ, तो शायद आई बी टेकन लेस सीरियसली, बट आई वॉन्ट टू सिंग अबाउट सो मेनी हीरोज इन माई ओन वे. नॉट एवरीथिंग हैज़ टू बी अ फिल्म.
हाय शेष, आशीष ये
भाई
शेष, जब भी आपसे मिलता हूँ मुझे ऐसा लगता है शेष से नहीं मिल रहा हूँ मैं, संदीप, मेजर संदीप से मिल रहा हूँ. वो जो बॉडी लैंग्वेज है, इमोशंस हैं, और हर बार इमोशनल कर देते हो आप. जब बात करते हो ना, वो लगता है कि दिल से बोल रहे हो, दिल से दिल तक लगती है वो बात. ये दर्शकों तक पहुंची है. और हिंदी में जैसा आप बोल रहे थे कि साउथ में आपकी फिल्म चली, हिंदी में स्लो थी थोड़ी, लेकिन मेरे ख्याल से ऐसा कोई फिल्म नहीं देखी हाल फिलहाल में जिसका 100% जंप मिला हो. आप इस चीज को कैसे देखते हो? और पैन इंडिया स्टार और ये सब की बात हो रही है, मेरे ख्याल से अब पैन इंडिया इससे बड़ा कोई स्टार हो नहीं सकता शेष.
यार, यू नो, पैन इंडिया हो या फैन इंडिया हो, मैं ज़्यादा इन चीज़ों के बारे में सोचता नहीं हूँ, बट ट्रूथ बी टोल्ड, यू नो, वी आर ओनली बिगिनिंग द जर्नी. तो अभी बहुत कुछ करने को है. उससे ज़्यादा मैंने कुछ सोचा नहीं है. इसके अलावा मैं बस जब आया था मैं ये भी सोच रहा था, जितने सारे फोटोग्राफर्स वो सब थे, आई वाज वंडरिंग इफ दैट ईटन एंड ड्रैंक समथिंग, बिकॉज we've literally been, as Sohail sir said, we've been promoting non-stop, so which means we've been running, and you guys also have been running with us and helping us so much. So thank you for that, and thank you for the reviews, guys, man. You know, I heard a lot कि इस शहर में लोग मुंह पे कुछ और बोलते हैं, पीछे कुछ और होता है, but genuinely the kind of reviews we've gotten, uh, I thank you. I thank you both for your reviews and for your criticisms, and frankly, especially the ratings.
स्पेशली, और दर्शकों ने जो, मतलब दर्शकों के वो रोने वाले वीडियोस, मैंने आपको मैसेज भी किया था, आपने देखा होगा.
जी.
लोग, मतलब वो पेड नहीं थे, लोगों को आजकल पेड करना पड़ता है, वो रो रहे हैं
रोने
आपकी
का
फिल्म
पेड़
के.
करना पड़ता है.
हाँ हाँ.
ओ बाप रे. यार हम साउथ वालों को बहुत कुछ सीखना है रवि.
शेष 10-15 साल की जर्नी है. वो शुरुआत में जो रिजेक्शंस मिले होंगे, स्ट्रगल विदाउट एनी गॉडफादर, ये एक मुकाम हासिल किया है, इस तरीके की फिल्म बनाई है कन्विक्शन के साथ. वो जो रिजेक्शंस हुए थे वो सब याद आ रहे हैं, अब वो लोग मिलते हैं.
Of course, there was this very big producer, जो अभी भी बहुत ही बड़ा प्रोड्यूसर है. I remember him looking at me saying, "सेश, तुम दिखने में तेलुगु नहीं लगते, तुम दिखने में नॉर्थ इंडियन लगते हो, तेलुगु वाले कभी नहीं मानेंगे कि तुम हीरो हो. बी अ विलन." क्योंकि हम बॉम्बे से बहुत सारे विलन्स को लाते हैं. विलन बनो तेलुगु फिल्मों में. He recently offered me a 3-film contract. So मतलब वो तो है ही. And I mean, I think, look, I don't know anyone here. Sachi, the only people I know are the people in this room. So I have nothing to lose. But the kind of support we've gotten in terms of the industry itself has largely been due to Sai's family, because वो सबको जानते हैं, and वो भी एकदम एक respectful तरीके में उनको film दिखाकर पूछ रहे हैं, can you do something for us? It was never like, चलो यार एक tweet कर दो. It was a very like गर्व and proper, how do you say, हाँ मतलब proper तरीके में, you know. And it's insane because Telugu mein, you know, Bunny, my friend, the star of Pushpa, he wrote such a beautiful, heartfelt note about the film. My friend Vijay, who's starring in *LIKE*, wrote such a heartfelt note about the film last night. Mahesh sir spoke and he's producing the film. I mean, just so much support we've gotten from a lot of my colleagues there, and Salman sir here has, I mean, लोगों को शायद ये लगे कि वो प्रोड्यूसर हैं, because he's tweeted the teaser, the trailer, and he's truly been overjoyed at, you know, extending his support through his massive fan base for our honest effort. And I think it came from a place of respect. It wasn't from a place of favors, because you know, we genuinely asked for it. We said, "Sir, can you do it?" And for him to actually reverse say, oh, "What else can I do?" meant a lot to us. So the kind of support we've gotten there, and especially from Salman sir here, has been amazing. We only hope to get more support from the colleagues here, because more and more people are discovering the film. And because I'm a new guy, it'll take time for them to realize कि नहीं यार कुछ है वहाँ पे. That engine वो रुक नहीं रहा है, वो engine चल रहा है. यार ये भागने लगा है, अरे वो 80 पे अब 100 पे आ गया. Okay, ठीक है. Let's find out what it's about, you know.
Say hi, Pratham here from Latestly. everybody's talking about 20-year-old, 21-year-old, and yet the maturity that comes with it. And of course, maturity has nothing to do with age. But the kind of role that you have portrayed in this one, given the intensity of it, and given the family you come from, it's not just the actor that is at work, it's also the directorial traits that sort of kick in. So, to what extent Mahesh sir participate or contribute to your decision of coming on board on any project, and what the conversation is like on the dinner table?
Oh, secrets have to be revealed. Okay. His participation, I've said this before also, is actually just enough. It's a perfect balance, and I think that's great because he gives me room to, like make decisions for myself, but also like holds me back when I'm doing something wrong. So I think it's a really nice balance the way it's struck. And conversations on the dinner table are always movies. Like every phone call will also be like, okay, I just finished writing the script. I literally just spoke to him. He's like, okay, I've just finished writing the script. Now I'm going to the other one. And I was like, okay, we're going for Major's press conference. And he said, okay, speak well, say this, say that. So I think most of our conversations are educational. Um, Even on dinner tables, I think when he was shooting Major also, he would tell me like there'll be some scenes where I had to cry. He said, "Don't worry, look ugly, it's fine." And I'm like, okay, cool. No, what he meant by that was, just don't worry how you look all the time. Just do your best and work honestly. And I think that's the best thing he's ever said to me.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, Shesh, this is Hemant over here, Hemant Sang,
Namaste, sir.
Damkam Media. Acha, most importantly, you have written the story and screenplay of the media. Now, in the film, there is this love angle where the first love is Sai in the film. And then you have got this profession, you go for army. This again, you fall in love with that. Now, in the film, there are a lot of contradictions whether you go for your love or for your profession. Now, most importantly, seeing the actual life of Sandeep, Major Sandeep, have you compromised with the subject at any level, taken any cinematic liberty, or you have stuck to the original story of Sandeep Unnikrishnan as such?
सर लव स्टोरी में कई सीक्रेट्स हैं जो हम रिवील नहीं कर सकते थे बिकॉज वी डेंट हैव अम्मा's permission.
Correct.
Because she was very clear in saying these are these are the 7 bullet points that you cannot reveal. So we had to change those.
Correct.
But फिर भी we tried to present the essence, the soul of the struggle Sandeep sir faced because he had to oftentimes pick between country and family. वो in fact there was a scene we originally wrote जो हमने बाद में निकाल दिया स्क्रिप्ट में से जहाँ पर this really happened कि वो I think 21 साल की उम्र में Indian Military Academy के time he went to his mom, he sat in front of her and said, "They are my family now. You are my second family." And if we would have put that in the film, शायद लोगों को लगा यार ये क्या फिल्मी सीन है, you know. So we ended up not using it in the film, but it really happened. So that struggle he faced his whole life.
Yeah, the best part is that having written the script in मैंने मेरे रिव्यू में भी मेंशन किया है आपने बहुत अच्छी तरह से दो गाने में ओ ईशा एंड द अदर सॉन्ग यू हैव टेकन द लव एंगल वेरी नाइसली उसमें सारी कहानी भी बाकायदा आपने ले ली है एंड एज फार एज दोज एक्शन सीक्वेंसेस आर देयर एट ताज व्हिच हैपेंड यानी तो अच्छा खासा मर्ज हो जाता है द टोटल पैकेज टर्न्स आउट टू बी वेरी ब्यूटीफुल एज सच यानी एंड यू हैविंग रिटन द स्टोरी यू हैव इम्बाइब्ड द होल कैरेक्टर पर से.
धन्यवाद
So,
सर.
how was it shooting it? You were totally into the character, leaving aside everything else in your life?
I also got the chance to hide my weaknesses, no? But no, I mean, several injuries. This knee is gone permanently because that scene where I jump from the 5th floor and I grab the fire hose, I missed and I banged into the railing, and this screwed up. I have a left pivot problem with my pelvis because of all the action we were doing. Incredible amount of physical strain, but nothing greater than the emotional joy of this moment. यार मुझे लुक लाइक स्टंट डबल नहीं मिल रहा था यार वरना मैं खुशी में दे देता उनको such I mean truth be told it is just because this is Major Sandeep's story. My next big action film will be the sequel to a very popular spy film I did in Telugu, Gudachari. That's going to be the biggest film I've ever done, and that I'm hopeful of using some international stuntmen so that I don't screw up my knees more.
హాయ్ సార్ సందీప్ గారు ఇక్కడ సెంటర్లో ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ హ్యాట్స్ ఆఫ్ టు యూ ఇంకా ఇంత ఏడ్చేలాగా మూవీ అయితే మాకు చూపించినారు ఇక నెక్స్ట్ మీ క్యారెక్టర్ని ఇంత బాగా మాకు ఏడ్చేలానా ఎలా బిల్డ్ చేశారు మీరు అది చెప్పండి
నేను తెలుగులో చెప్పాలి హిందీలో చెప్పాలా
హిందీలో చెప్పండి
So the question is, अरे एक सेकंड मैं डबिंग कर रहा हूँ
मैंने ये पूछा कि इतना
मैं डबिंग कर
emotional-
रहा हूँ मैं डबिंग
हाँ ओके
इंटेलिजेंट खिलाड़ी वाला डबिंग कर रहा हूँ मैं so the question is you have done these emotional scenes that have caused audiences to feel, to cry. What was your journey in trying to get them to feel that way? The thing is, there was some great director who said, if you want to make audiences cry, you're not supposed to cry on screen. That's not the point. So I don't think मैं वो feel कर रहा था जो आप feel कर रहे थे. मैं actually I was feeling like a lion and I'm fighting for the country. So मैं एकदम शेर वाला feeling कर रहा था. So it was a very, to be honest, in that moment I was only thinking about getting those terrorists. I was only thinking about defending my motherland. I was thinking about my mother. You know, these were the things I was thinking about. Nothing like how you guys might have felt watching it.
వన్ మోర్ క్వశ్చన్ సార్ మహేష్ బాబు గారు ఏమైనా టిప్స్ ఇచ్చినారా సార్ మీకు అంత
So Mahesh sir's tips were that we should take this film international, and that's part of why we teamed up with Sony. You know, your average South Indian films, Moharat gets announced with a clap in the local paper. We got announced in Variety and Hollywood Reporter. So thanks to Sony for that.
యా సార్ సాయి గారికి అంటే మీరు ఎప్పుడైనా తెలుగు నేర్పించినారా సార్ ఇంత జర్నీలోనా
Sai, you teach me Marathi, I'll teach you Telugu.
Done.
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 Done. All right, guys.
Members of the media, thank you so much.